Welcome to this special news brief. Today, we're diving into a really big development happening at the crossroads of artificial intelligence and mental well-being. A huge new research initiative was just announced, so let's break down exactly what this means. Okay, so here's the headline number, $2 million. A new fund of that size has just been created, and it's all going to support independent research into AI and mental health. This is a pretty serious investment, and it's all about sparking new ideas in a field that, let's be honest, is incredibly important. So, you might be asking, why the big push right now? Well, the reason is actually pretty simple. AI is weaving its way into the most personal parts of our lives faster than ever before. People are starting to use these tools for really sensitive conversations, and that comes with a massive responsibility to get it right. And that, right there, is the million-dollar question, or in this case, the $2 million question, that the entire industry is trying to answer. How do we make absolutely sure that these AI systems are helpful, that they're safe, and that they don't cause harm, especially when we're talking about something as delicate as mental health? So the whole point of this fund is to get a really clear, unbiased look at both sides of the coin here. The potential risks, but also the incredible benefits. The real key is to fund foundational research that can make safety better for the entire field, not just one single company. All right, so what kind of research are they actually hoping to fund with this money? Let's get into the specifics of the mission. First up, and this is a big one, is user safety and experience. They really want projects that dig into the human side of things. For instance, how should an AI change its tone when it's talking to a teenager versus an adult? How can it give genuine, compassionate support to someone who's grieving? It's all about nailing that human interaction. Now, this next part I find fascinating, the focus on culture and language. Because, let's face it, mental health is not a monolith. The way someone expresses distress in one culture can be totally different in another. So this research is about making AI smart enough to understand slang, local dialects, and all those critical cultural nuances. And let's be clear, this is not just about writing academic papers that'll sit on a shelf. The whole goal here is to create practical, useful tools. We're talking new datasets, new ways to evaluate AI, and real insights from people with lived experience. Things that engineers and designers can use right now to make AI safer. Okay, so for any of you researchers out there who might be listening, let's quickly go over the nuts and bolts of how to apply. And whoa, they are not messing around with the timeline. Submissions open up on December 1st, but they close just a couple of weeks later on the 19th. Then notifications go out in mid-January. It's a super fast turnaround, which just shows how urgently they want to get this research started. So who can apply? Well, the eligibility is pretty straightforward, but here's the part that really stands out. You can be with a university, or you can apply based on having significant personal experience with mental health. That's a huge deal. It means they're intentionally trying to bring academics and people with real lived experience together. The only big rule is that this is for nonprofit research only. Now, for the money itself. The whole pot is up to $2 million. Individual grants can be anywhere from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000. That kind of structure is great because it means they can fund all sorts of projects, from small, focused studies to much larger, more ambitious research. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. What's the big picture goal here? Well, it all ties back to a core mission in the AI world, building technology that actually benefits all of humanity. And honestly, this quote from the announcement really says it all. This whole thing is framed as a crucial step in making sure that as AI gets smarter and more capable, it does so in a way that is fundamentally safe and genuinely helpful for every single one of us. And that kind of leaves us with a final, pretty big thought. This funding isn't just about plugging holes or fixing problems. It's about getting ahead of the curve. It's about proactively designing a future where our technology can support our well-being in a deeper, more meaningful, and maybe even a more human way.